If you sit at work all day, then by the end of the day, your hip muscles are probably dead. Follow this quick routine to wake them up to ensure you don't lose mobility and you don't get stiff and tight. Yo, what's up? Coach E here from Precision Movement, and welcome to another episode of The Active Office Worker. This is episode 4, where we're gonna target the hips. So with the hips, we're sitting in this position all day. Because we're sitting, we're supported, the muscles shut off. They don't need to be on for us to stay here. So it's use it or lose it. Our body's gonna adapt to the path of least resistance and the path of least energy output. So if it shuts off the muscles and that saves us energy, then that's what it's gonna do, because we don't need to keep these muscles active to be sitting here. So in this video, we're gonna go through 6 different techniques to wake up the 6 different muscle groups. And these are just gross groupings of muscles, not getting into individual muscles like pectineus and obturator internus, but the 6 major muscle groups based on movement. So we've got the hip flexion, the hip flexors that cause hip flexion. We've got the abductors that cause abduction. We've got the adductors that cause adduction, adding it toward the body, bring it closer to the body. Hip extensors, okay, glutes that cause the hip extension. And then we've got the internal and the external rotators. So we're gonna activate all those muscles. And whenever I do activation exercises, it's always a minimum of a 5-second hold. And in this video, I'm gonna take you through 1 rep of each technique with a 10-second hold. But you can do 5, 10, 15, 20. It's up to you when you're doing this, okay? So let's start off. The first technique I like to do is to start off with hip extension, firing up the glutes. So with this, you're gonna get into kind of a split stance and sit on the side of your chair. So only my left butt cheek's on the chair here. And then I'm just gonna get into hip extension on my right side. And from here, got the toe in the ground, maintaining good postural alignment. All I'm gonna do is fire up the glutes and drive the toe like I'm trying to push my body forward, okay? So I'm gonna fire it up. You can poke it a little bit, make sure it's on, and then 10-second hold. Keep it activated, give it a good squeeze. You've been sitting on your butt all day and it's getting sleepy. So give it a good hard squeeze. Make sure you're breathing as you do it. And then when you let go, just let it go gradually. Try to build that control of contraction and relaxation, okay? So here's the hip extensors. Split stance, get the toe on the ground, good postural alignment, and then fire up the glutes and drive your body forward. We're getting into full hip extension, working the glutes at that end range of extension. 10-second hold, and let it go under control gradually. All right, next up, we're gonna work the hip flexors. So sitting on the edge of your chair, we're gonna do the seated dead bug. Hand on your opposite knee, and you're just gonna bring the knee up to end range, abduct slightly, and let the hip externally rotate a little bit. That'll target the psoas a little bit better. Otherwise, you get into TFL, and it can get a little pinchy. So from here, activate, get a good strong contraction. Make sure you're breathing. We're also getting the abs fired up. And relax gradually. Switch over. End range of hip flexion. Push down, activate. Gradually increase the strength of the contraction. Hold it. Good postural alignment. Keep breathing. And let it down. Easy. There's the hip flexors. Next up, we're gonna do internal and external rotators. So let's start off with the external rotators. If you can cross your foot pretty comfortably while maintaining good seated alignment, then sit on the edge of your chair, just like I am. Otherwise, you can go back like so. So we're gonna cross your foot. So you can do this at meetings, when somebody's yammering away, doesn't know what they're talking about, and you're just being polite. First, we're gonna do the external rotator. So external rotation is the femur. So this bone, the thigh, the femur bone turning that way, okay? That way. So if you're cross-legged, what's gonna look like is this ankle rotating this way and the knee staying where it is. Now, if your range, you don't even have this range, just bring it down here and then work those muscles. And we're just firing it up, 10-second hold. And relax. Okay, other side. So bring it up. And you can hold it there, or you can, if you have the range, you can get it right up there. Give a little poke on the ankle, the medial malleolus. That's what the ankle bone is called. Activate, breathe, and let it down gradually. Now we'll do the internal rotators. So internal rotators, we'll just take the same position, and you're just going to do the opposite. You're going to drive the ankle into your opposite thigh there. Think of rotating. So think of, I'm trying to turn the femur that direction. You can also put a little pressure there. Get a little adductor, extra adductor firing. Okay, and relax. And then other side. Drive the ankle into the opposite thigh and the knee into the hand. Activate, gradually ramp it up, get a nice strong contraction, and then down. Okay, so we've done the external and internal hip rotators. Next up, we've got the abductors. So opening up the hips. We're going to do here is rotate, stay nice and tall, nice clean rotation, aligned. And all you're going to do is place your hand on your opposite knee and then drive your knee against your hand. Ramp it up. You're firing up the abductors. You're also getting some oblique action here, so you're getting a good hip and core activation going on. And then relax, and then rotate. Good tall alignment. Drive the knee into the hand and don't move. Breathe. And relax. So we've hit the abductors. Finally, the adductors. Slip out to the side of your chair there. Get the leg out. Make sure both feet are pointing straight ahead so we can target those adductors. And then drive this foot into the floor that direction. So we're trying to fire this area up. Again, ramp it up. We're going to hold it for about 10. Keep breathing. Keep your postural alignment. And let it down easy, gradually. And go to the other side. We're there. You can already feel the stretch. Most people already feel stretch here. And then ramp it up slow. Increase the contraction gradually. Once you're at max safest level, hold it there. Breathe. Maintain alignment. And let it go gradually. And there you have all the major muscle groups of the hips, all 6. Flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal rotation, external rotation. All those muscles are fired up. That's one circuit through. You can do 1, 2, 3 circuits through. Whatever you can do, it's better than nothing, and will ensure the muscles stay alive. You get some blood flow there. You get some activation there so that they don't atrophy. Okay, this will really help, especially if you're going to the gym afterwards, and it'll contribute to your warm-up. So those muscles are activated. Okay, so there you have episode 4 of the Active Office Worker, waking up those dead hips. Do this up, whatever area is most problematic for you, focus on that, or just cycle through all of them. I've already posted videos on the neck, the wrists, and the shoulders, so add this one in, and we're hitting that whole body. Thanks for checking out the video, and if you need extra love for the hips, you're an active person and your hips just aren't performing the way that you want them to, or you do have some chronic nagging pain that has been around for a while that you haven't been able to resolve, then check out my hip flexibility solution. It's a really simple program, and thousands of people have already gotten through it. I've got a lot of feedback about it working, and I'm confident that'll work for you too. So you can check that out at the end of this video. Otherwise, hope to see you next time. Peace.